Today we're talking about a small change you can make in your Jellyfin setup that actually makes a huge difference. When you open up Netflix or Disney Plus, or any other big streaming app, what's the first thing you see? Rows and rows of recommendations, right? You don't even have to search, you're just instantly drawn into something that you might want to watch. Now, compare that to a blank or cluttered Jellyfin homepage, and it's not really the same vibe, is it? Today, I'm going to show you how to bring that recommendation magic to your Jellyfin homepage, and it's way easier than you think. So first off, Editor's Choice is a plugin that lets you handpick movies or shows to feature right on the Jellyfin homepage. It's like becoming the personal curator of your own server. You get to control the first impression every time someone logs in.
Look at this for me, please. Would you stop that?
No more random clutter or where do I even start? And there's actually a reason homepages are designed this way. Humans are visual creatures. Studies show it takes less than 50 milliseconds, that's 1/20th of a second, for someone to form a first impression of a site. So if your Jellyfin homepage looks messy or worse, empty, people subconsciously feel like the whole experience is going to be a little underwhelming. Good recommendations spice things up by adding visual interest to the home screen and make it easier for the user to choose something to watch. And psychology backs this up. The Journal of Consumer Research reported that when people are given fewer but highly curated suggestions, they feel more satisfied and less overwhelmed with their choices. Which means setting up these recommendations actually helps your brain enjoy your media library even more. Pretty cool, right?
Installing Editor's Choice.
Alright, let's get you set up. It's really easy. Easier than explaining to your parents how Netflix works. You know what I'm talking about.
And the best way to start is to hit Start. And up comes the toolbar. That's what she said.
Step 1.
Head over to your Jellyfin dashboard.
Step 2.
Go into the plugins area on the left, then tap on Catalog. Pick the Settings cogwheel, then select the plus icon to add a repository. Name it Editor's Choice, then paste the URL from the description below.
Step 3.
Back in the plugins catalog, find Editor's Choice. You can use the search bar and it'll pop right up. Click it, then choose Install.
Step 4.
Restart your server by clicking on Dashboard, then Restart, and boom, it's ready. Took you what, maybe 2 minutes? You're already halfway there.
Setting up your picks.
Now for the fun part, actually choosing what to feature. After your server restarts, hop back into the dashboard and click on My Plugins. Look for the new plugin called Editor's Choice. You can choose to recommend movies from a certain user's favorites, or random movies from the library, or specific movies from your collections. Specify how many recommendations that you want to show, and you can easily filter by ratings to be sure you're showing good movies. Or set the ratings filter to 0 to ignore it. Lastly, you can also filter out libraries you want to ignore by deselecting any of the checkboxes. I'll show you more creative ways to recommend later, but for now, a quick sidebar.
Why recommendations work.
Why does this matter so much? Here's a stat that kind of blew my mind. Netflix reported that about 80% of the content people watch comes from their recommendation engine. 80%. That means most people aren't digging through the menus, they're just clicking what's right in front of them. There's also something called decision fatigue. Basically, the more choices we have, the harder it is to pick anything. Have you ever spent so long picking a movie that by the time you decide, it's already too late to actually watch it? Yeah, decision fatigue is real. Psychologists have found that after making a bunch of small decisions throughout the day, your brain literally gets tired. That's why after a long day, you don't want to pick through 200 movies, you just want someone to show you something good. Editor's Choice lets you step in and do exactly that for yourself and everyone else using your server. Having a strong, curated recommendation section massively improves the experience. You're removing friction and you're making it easier to start something good instead of wasting 30 minutes scrolling. You're basically building your own version of Netflix, but without the monthly bill, and that's a win in my book.
How it looks.
Jellyfin now automatically creates a new recommendation banner on your homepage. The plugin pulls in the movie art, including the title art and backdrop. It also shows the description and rating. It looks professional and it makes the whole server feel more intentional, like someone cared enough to actually set it up right. Instead of an overwhelming pile of media, you're greeted by a hand-picked highlight reel. Trust me, it changes the whole energy of your setup.
The pro tips.
Before we wrap it up, let me hit you with a few quick pro tips.
Pro tip 1. Theme your recommendations.
Think seasonally, like Halloween horror or cozy Christmas movies, stuff like that. Just go into a library and filter by the tag you want. Right-click a movie, then choose Add to Collection, and make a specific collection for that theme. Add all the movies to that collection. Of course, you gotta add a custom image to it as well. Now, change the mode in the Editor's Choice plugin to Collections, and choose only your newly made collection. Remove any ratings filters. Now, the recommendation bar is set up for the holidays, and your homepage will feel curated and intentional. This same technique can be used to show a specific movie series as well.
Pro tip 2. Rotate your recommendations.
Fresh picks keep people curious and prevent banner blindness. In between any curated recommendations, I like to change the settings to random with a filter on the ratings to make sure things stay fresh.
Pro tip 3. Personalize it.
If your kids use Jellyfin, then recommend some kids movies. Or surprise your partner on date night with a list of all their favorites and let them choose what to watch.
Pro tip 4. Use good cover art.
Sometimes the backdrop art doesn't fit well in the banner area. If you notice this, you can update the image by clicking the banner to go to the movie page, then selecting the 3 dots and choosing Edit Images. Click the magnifying glass next to Backdrops to search, and try something from the list that might look better. To get more images, make sure metadata fetchers like the movie database and the TV database are enabled. Fanart.tv is a great one that will supply some unique images as well. With a few simple tweaks, your Jellyfin server will start feeling like it belongs on the same level as the big streaming platforms. If this video helped you out, smash that like button and subscribe for more Jellyfin tips. I post stuff like this all the time to help you make the most out of your Jellyfin server. For me, half the fun of building my own server is making it feel like my own personal Netflix. With a few small tweaks, you're not just hosting your media, you're building an experience for yourself, your family, and your friends. And when you open Jellyfin and see a homepage that's clean, personalized, and exciting, trust me, you're gonna feel pretty proud of what you put together. And hey, if you have any creative ideas for the recommendations banner, share them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're featuring. Thanks so much for watching, and check out this video next to learn about another great Jellyfin plugin.